We are on the week of the 2024 European Championships kicking off. This Friday is the opening match. Germany's the host nation. I believe it's Germany and Scotland. We have so many games, a beautiful summer of footy ahead of us, gentlemen. I'm so excited about it, man. I think, summer, honestly, I believe since the last World Cup and how hyped that tournament really was, I think it's just paved the way for even more hype to be coming into the Euros, more hype to be coming to the Copa America. There will be Copa America predictions coming to this channel very soon. Keep your eye out for that. But for today, on the week of the tournament starting, we are kicking off this new series of videos with, again, the Euro 2024 predictions. So, as usual, I'm joined by a great cast and crew. We got Maxi Gaming, aka Maxwell Clark. We got Hafid, aka Barca Boy 103. And we got Andre Gutierrez on the channel today to, again, predict how we think the entire competition for the Euro 2024 is going to net out. And we'll spotlight a few players that we think are going to be ones to keep an eye on as the tournament progresses, especially when we think about individual awards at the end of the competition. All right, so let's go ahead and get things started. For today, we're going to go through actually FotMob's Euro 2024 predictor. I like it. It's a pretty simple tool to use. This is not an ad, by the way. This is just me being a fan of their tool and their site. I'll go ahead and share my screen, and we're going to go ahead and jump into this in a really cool way. So let's start with Group A and how we think, this group to me is like somewhat straightforward, somewhat not. I think depending on some of these players that you guys might follow, maybe some of us feel like Scotland has a dark horse, or I mean, personally, I don't, but we could jump into it. But look, I think for me, man, I'll turn it over to you guys in a second, but I think for me, Germany is the clear and away front runner, but I have a really hot take for who I think the runner-up is going to be. So look, let's kick things off with our ball knowledge extraordinaire, Barca Boy 103. Hafid, bro, how do you see this one going? I know Germany's kind of a layup, but that second place is up for grabs. And keep in mind, just like the last European competitions, third place does go through. The top 4 third place teams across all groups will be moving on to the next round of knockouts. So third place still very much a key place up for grabs. How do you see it going, Hafid?
Is Germany a slam dunk?
Oh, I knew he was going to say that.
I don't know.
I think so for a number of reasons.
I think the only reason why they're a slam dunk is because of the host nation. I mean,
really?
Look at them over the past tournaments. World Cup out in the group stages. Last Euros out in the round 16. World Cup before that out in the group stages. This is like them with their core squad and everything. They'll get out of the group, but like they don't give. I've seen a lot of people put them in like their predictors, like in the final and semifinal. Yeah. I'm like, that's.
I don't know about the final, but Group A is I think a little bit different.
That's sheer host nation bias. Yeah. I think if they don't top this group, I mean, that's just embarrassing on their part. But I think the battle is between Switzerland and Hungary. And I think it's pretty even. I think, Hungary, Szoboszlai, yes, he had a poor end of the season with Liverpool, but the man's going to come out with a point to prove. And I think, he's going to be taking all their corner kicks, all their free kicks, all their penalties. So I expect him to get a few goals as well. So looking at maybe even placing a bet on him to get, more than 3 goals in the group stages wouldn't be a bad show. I think Scotland have absolutely no chance, even though they, rely on Scott McTominay and good old John McGinn in the midfield trying to produce something.
Kieran Tierney, they
Andrew Robertson.
Andrew
Robertson.
Got some balls up there, you know what I mean?
I think so. Switzerland as well. I think Shaqiri's called up for this, so hopefully he can have a little bit of
That's their Messi.
Shaqiri called up
because when Shaqiri plays for Switzerland, he's fucking messy. I don't understand.
Different gravy. He's dog shit. I thought I'm going to say
different gravy, dude.
Different gravy.
It's just like James. Like when James outside of Colombia,
yeah.
When he plays for Colombia, he's a fucking baller.
That's so weird, though, bro. It's so weird. Switzerland has to have better players, at least at the club level right now, performing. I don't know.
I think
is Mr. Switzerland, but anyway.
I think based on like quality, this is how the group should end up. But I feel like Hungary can come as a surprise. They have a solid defense. The goalkeeper as well, who's very experienced, used to play for RB Leipzig, and their attacking front line is also European experience. Well, though Switzerland, I think they do have a lot more experience per se. They have a lot of players that have been playing at the highest level in Europe this past season. But I don't know. I have a suspicion that Hungary might be able to. Not as a dark horse, but might be able to do a little something.
I'm with. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say. I think because Hungary and Switzerland play the first matchup, I think on Saturday or Friday, whatever it is, whoever wins that, if somebody wins, they're gonna advance to the next.
Yeah.
stage.
No, it's not
first
that
game's
show.
gonna
Not
be
that
gonna be
show.
a massive game. All right.
I have Hungary following Germany too. I think Hungary is also a difficult team to break down. And to add on to Szoboszlai, I would say he's going to get at least 2 or 3 assists. Maybe the group stage or just the between the group stage and the next round. They're very good and on set pieces. That's one of their strengths. So I don't. Switzerland has always never impressed me. I don't know.
Yeah,
but I think
Jan Sommer, don't talk shit about my boy.
and look, he knocked out Mbappe at the last Euros. All I'm gonna say, bro, Jan Sommer
BKs.
came to play, and so did that Switzerland squad. I don't know,
Yeah.
man. I think they deserve some flowers.
They deserve some flowers, but I don't know.
They're definitely a better team than Hungary.
They're definitely a better team. They should. They have a lot more experience than a lot of than
for sure.
Hungary
But
or
one-off
Scotland.
games, in a random sunny day in Germany, you never know.
But as we learn in these tournaments, it's like, obviously in any knockout tournaments, like any given day, like it's whoever shows up that day. But I feel like Hungary, I think they're gonna come out of this group. I mean, at least in the second place.
Yeah, it'll be tough. Here's the thing, right? You look at qualifying, for example. If you want to, base it off somewhat recent form at the international level, of course, we all know that Cinderella story, I guess, with Hungary, right? They went undefeated. Switzerland only lost 1 game, though. So I think these are 2 pretty decent teams. I think it's so hard for me not to back Switzerland as the second place team just because of the experience.
This is why I'm saying I don't know about Germany at first, man. Like I can see them losing one of these 3 games. I don't
if
see
we
them.
put Germany in second, this is the hot take of every.
No.
every
Keep
fucking
doing it
video.
first. Just remember the doubt that Barca boy had, the highly suspect doubts, because I can see them losing a game, and I don't see them winning 2 games. So at most, I see them if they get if they perform as we expect, like 4 points, and that could be enough for second place, could be enough for first place as well. But this Germany team
also high expectations as the host nation.
Yeah. If you look at their starting lineup, also in friendly as well, it ain't that great as well for for a Germany level team. I'm seeing people putting them in finals and semifinals. I'm like, nah.
Hey, there's a lot of host nation hype for a good reason though. Like on almost every.
It's valid. Yeah,
it's valid. They go far. But the reason I back Germany to get first is not even based off host nation vibes. I think it's. I feel like there are key players on this Germany squad that are just in form. I think Musiala ended the season for Bayern in a pretty good way despite Bayern's woes. I think Sané is going to be interesting to watch considering how up and down he was for Bayern this season. But Kai Havertz on a high, Florian Wirtz on a high. My concern, and it's weird saying as a Barcelona fan, I think Gundogan in the 10 role, when he doesn't play, doesn't move the ball maybe as fast as Nagelsmann. Yeah.
Look at the 2 friendly games as well. 0-0 draw against Ukraine and then a narrow 2-1 win against Greece. I'm telling you, man, this Germany team has sus written all over it.
Yeah, but again, I don't know how much I'm gonna read into friendlies. Like they could, they might have experimented a bit and then they come out swinging in the opening game.
I agree with that, but for Germany, they shouldn't be struggling in a friendly game against Ukraine and Greece. Like for example, we talk about them later on.
No, Ukraine's not. I don't.
They're not terrible. They're not. Greece is one.
Greece, yeah, but Ukraine, they're not.
We'll talk about those later on. But
we'll talk about them later. But
still, man, you gotta have somewhat. I think the only reason why they're gonna get out of this group is because they've done so poorly over the past few tournaments, and they're the host this year.
Home. Yeah,
they gotta do something. That's
but what about the last dance vibes for Toni Kroos?
They know last day. No one cares about Toni Kroos, man.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I've seen a ton of hype on the timeline about the fact this is last international competition. I think that
from Germany fans or just football fans in general.
I think. Well, there's the photo shoot that he did in the German kit, and that's making the rounds right now. I think it's football fans in general. I don't know if anybody wants to see Germany outright win it. I think they're backing their team to support this last run by Toni Kroos, and rightfully so, right? He's going out winning the Champions League. I mean, he could. I don't know if he'll go out winning the Euros, but it's a valid argument.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's for me. They're going to take the group. They should take the group.
You know what? I was right about Everton, Liverpool, so I'm going to stick by it. Germany ain't making out of this group. Germany ain't making out of this group.
Okay. All right. So we got Germany first. Fine. We'll say it there. We'll predict knockout rounds later. But I think for me, I put Switzerland in second. I think Hungary and Switzerland was close for me. What edged it out is recency bias a little bit with Switzerland and just the experience. Like I know what to expect from them in international tournaments. I don't know what to expect from Hungary. It's going to be the Szoboszlai show. And if he doesn't come into this, like, I don't know, making an impact right away, the first match, second match, I mean, they're not going to survive much longer in this group. So I don't know. For me, I'm going to back Switzerland. But how do you guys see it? I'm going to go with whatever the group consensus is.
I'm backing Switzerland and Hungary to advance.
But which in what order?
No, he's talking about 1 and 2.
Switzerland and Hungary? No,
he's saying Germany third.
He has Germany third. I don't have Germany third. I have
Germany third. Germany third, and they don't qualify to the third place spot either.
Oh my god!
Hey man,
that is a fantastic hot take.
Hop is a hater. He's like,
hey, you gotta be ballsy in these predictions, man.
That is true. That is true. Holy,
I'm feeling Everton, Liverpool vibes. So that's why.
I think Hop is in the minority here, so let's not put them fucking 3.
Yeah. You can make his own video. You can make your video.
I think Germany's winning this group, but I have Hungary finishing second.
Okay, Hungary second. Andre goes,
I would bet good money on Germany not finishing top. Them qualifying, sure, but I
not winning the group.
You know what's crazy, man? The odds right now, like Vegas has them third?
I think so. After
to win the tournament.
To win the tournament,
yeah.
I believe.
After friends in England, I'm pretty sure.
That is wild. Let me actually check.
Yeah, I think it is. I'm pretty sure those are the odds.
Yeah, you're right. England, France, Germany. What?
Yeah. So it's man. I mean, it's one of those things where like
playing at home.
I tell you, host nation is massive.
How was Germany plus 500 and Spain plus 700? That is wild.
Yeah.
Spain doesn't give me a ton of great vibes. I expect them to go pretty
fair,
far.
But
they're also a tougher group, so you can kind of see that a little bit.
Okay, yeah, maybe I'm just jumping the gun a bit. I do have to factor in the group and everything like that, and the route as well.
And what side, who they'll end up playing
what
in
side
the
of the bracket?
Round.
Yeah.
But if Germany were to get second, to me, it wouldn't be a failure, but it would be pretty damn close. Like that's host nation, a number of world-class players, some of them in very great form at the moment, club-wise. I don't know, man. They should get first. I'm okay with leaving it like this if you guys want to move on. Does that work for you guys?
Yeah.
Everybody good?
Yeah, that works for
me. If Switzerland gets third, this is going to be, I think, dark horse vibes from my perspective with Switzerland. I think that there's a third place team that could upset some others in the knockout rounds. We'll see, but we'll keep it this way for now. All right, moving on to Group B: Spain, Croatia, Italy, Albania.
Get Italy in fourth place right now.
Excuse me.
They get out of the hood alive.
No way, nobody loses Albania.
There's no way they're losing to Albania.
Have you seen their squad?
I get it. I get it. I'm not backing Italy. I think Italy will get third, and they'll get grouped, and they won't be the third place team to go through. That was my hot take for the show.
You know what the first game is? Italy and Albania. So I'll tell you what, Albania get a result in that game. Italy ain't seen the net a day.
Bro, Hoppin coming out swinging in this fucking video.
Yeah, dude.
My boy Ray
Manaya.
My boy Ray Manaya up front. He's got to do some damage. I sense it.
I guess we'll see, man. We'll find out. So I personally like this is probably my.
That's probably my forward, the one that you had before.
This is crazy. This is insane. You may have Albania higher than anybody I've seen, any video I've seen, any predictions I've seen. This is crazy.
I think
no disrespect to Albania.
No. I think that Croatia and Spain is going to be. I think this group between the top two is going to be really tight. I think it depends on who beats Albania out of those two.
Yeah.
I think Italy will make it difficult, especially with the Italian heritage of defending well, but they got nothing in the midfield and nothing going up front. So, I mean, if Locatelli was even selected, maybe I'd reconsider. But, they've got... If they finish top, fair enough. But
I think Spalletti will get something out of these guys. Not a ton, right? But when you look at what they're probably going to run formation-wise, it'll probably be, 3 in the back or 5 in the back, however they want to do it, 3-4-2-1 or a 5-3, 2-1. I think it's... Guys like DeMarco are going to be big for that. Honestly, their wingbacks and their midfield is going to be massive for that. I agree. I think
Samaka's in hell of a form right now too.
He is. Yeah, he's one of the most informed strikers heading into the Euros, by far. So there's some shouts there too. There's going to be a lot of pressure on him to score because I think the rest of the attack, in all honesty, just doesn't bode.
Matteo from Genoa, and then they have Steve El Shaarawy, Chiesa.
Yeah, how the hell El Shaarawy getting called up for Italy in 2024? By the way,
he was in good form this year. The past couple seasons,
he's in pretty decent form.
He's still playing for Rome, right?
Yeah, so he's in pretty decent form.
Yeah,
I mean, fair enough.
Had a resurgence.
I feel like me predicting Germany and Italy getting knocked in the group stage is kind of outrageous. I might have to reconsider.
Yeah,
you already backpedaled,
one, brother. Yeah.
Hey, let me ask you.
I'm back in Germany. I'll let everyone register.
Especially with the third place.
Colby had him in third, and now he's back in Germany.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this though: is there any world where Croatia wins this group, the group of death?
It's going to come down to that game against Spain.
Yeah,
I think so. I think it comes down to how Croatia and Spain fare against Albania and Italy.
Well, when's Croatia versus Spain? Is that the last game?
Let me check.
Croatia.
Dude, that would be rough if it's the last one.
I don't think so. Is it?
Nope, it's Croatia, Italy, Albania, Spain. So the second game is Croatia, Spain. So right in the middle.
Well, that's pivotal.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh, not even. Sorry, Croatia, Spain is this Saturday, and then Spain, Italy. So that first game, is going to be getting out the door straight away. So if that finishes in a draw, which I would expect, then it's going to come down to Spain and Croatia doing the damage against Albania and Italy, respectively. Yeah, but in that first game, whoever takes that, like what I think Andre mentioned about whoever gets the win between Switzerland and Hungary for that one initially, this will here apply the same thing. Didn't the win in the first game against a rival in the group? It's basically it's lock you in for qualification.
Yeah, I think I was looking at a thing. It's like if you win your first game, it's like 67% chance of you going through.
Yeah, and especially against a rival as well who you're competing with in the group like Spain and Croatia. But I think that again, this Spain team didn't really give much confidence, especially post World Cup as well. But now it's all changed. New team, new coach as well. This is, I think, one of the two groups that's very hard to predict. It's basically a roll of the dice.
Yeah.
Wait, so Max and Jose, you guys don't have Italy in second?
I have Italy in third.
I have Italy in third.
I'm struggling. I love the Spain team. The Spain team only worries me is their back line. That's what really worries me. But
and then Club Kubarsi, that's why.
Well, yeah, that was an interesting one. But I still think they're. I guess.
We all agree
they worry you? Because I think they're a little bit slow, but I think that they're decent.
No, they're slow. They're decent, but I mean, I don't know.
So
they just worry me. I don't know. I mean, it's probably gonna be what Nacho and Laporte or Lenormand from.
I think we Laporte and Lenormand, and then
Pau Torres will come off the bench. He'll be like a rotational center back. I still think like if you look at this too from like players to watch on Spain and who I'm going to keep my eyes on. I think Grimaldo is going to be very interesting because isn't Valdez coming off of? He's not fully fit. And who's the other left back they called up?
Cucurella.
Oh yeah, he played against Andorra. I watched that game.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think Grimaldo is going to be the starter considering the rampant form he was in with Leverkusen. Like if I'm making fantasy picks, bro, I think 100% Grimaldo is someone I have my eye on. I'm actually a little more worried about their attack if we're being.
Yeah, I was gonna say if Spain had the best wingers coming into this tournament, I think on form, ability.
Nico Williams, Yamal. I mean,
Ferran
just those two, Lemon Yamal and Nico Williams, the two starters.
But they're feeding Morata, and Morata does score for Spain. I will give him that. It's just he's been in very weird form club wise, and so I think he plays way better for the national team. But sometimes I get worried if your wingers are your best attacking threats. Because you still need a true clinical scorer, and that was a big problem for them in the World Cup. Remember how static they looked because they couldn't get a striker to connect with. Like it felt like they were just moving the ball laterally and couldn't do anything with it in the World Cup. So again, different coach, different tactics. Maybe we'll see something else. They only lost one game in qualifying, so De La Fuente has them, I guess, moving.
So we all agree that Spain will qualify.
Yes. They have to, bro. If they don't qualify, massive fucking L, huge failure, like massive L.
The one thing I would say about Italy though, it's the same shit that happened the last Euros where no one ever predicted them to do anything.
That squad was decent, Max. Come on.
It was decent, but like you're acting like it was much. You're acting like this squad is much worse than that squad.
It is that squad was a quarterfinal squad. They of course got the result against Spain. Then who they faced in the semi? Was it Denmark?
Yeah,
England.
England. Yeah.
Something like that.
Denmark made a crazy run to the semis,
Yeah, but once Italy beat Spain in the semis or
the quarters,
should I say? That's where they had that. That's where they exceeded expectations. Look at that starting lineup. It was what Bonucci, Chiellini. You had Donnarumma in goal, who won the player of the tournament. Barella and Jorginho, player of the year, Ballon d'Or.
Barella was nasty.
You had Insigne, you had the Italia Mafia, Chiesa. not only was their squad good enough to reach the quarterfinals, they also were all playing on the form of their lives as well, leading up to that tournament. And this Italy side was the same thing. I would say the same thing, but that when I saw that squad list, I'm thinking, look, there's like 3 players. The rest are just mid. And that's, I guess, it comes down to
they got Darmian, DeMarco. They got.
They're also a tournament.
Darmian.
Like,
I mean, Barella,
yes, they have players that
they have players that are good. They have.
Right. Darmian in 2024. Come on now. He's a rotation. He's a good option off the bench. You have an injury.
He's a good option off the bench, but
yes, but that's not what you need the Euros. You need a strong squad.
No, but
DeMarco, Di Lorenzo is going to be there, which I think he's a decent one. I like Bastoni in the back as a center back.
I don't have shit.
I think Bastoni is good. I think for me, the ballers are going to be Barella, and say what you will about Jorginho, but he will notch some points for sure. Whether it's PKs or something else, he'll get on the fantasy score sheet from Italy's perspective. It's just up front, bro. Too. When you're calling up guys like Stefan El Shaarawy, it's like.
Yeah, that's.
I kind of see what Hoffman's point is a little bit.
Even Di Lorenzo as a wingback doesn't feel with much confidence. He's more so of a natural fullback. It's like playing Jules Koundé as a wingback. It ain't gonna work. That's how I see Di Lorenzo as. It's a team that has a lot in their strongest team, like their strongest lineup has a few holes, and that's why in a difficult group like this, it makes it 10 times harder than to get out of it. But in the team that they're coming in as the champions. In their 2021 run, they had no holes in the side lineup. They had a semi-decent player on good form in every single position, and that's why they made that good run.
The other thing, too, is you brought it up earlier. They do play Catenaccio, which is basically, we don't give a fuck if we win 1-0. Like, they don't need to score 7 goals to go through. Like, just get a result. And this is the type of team that can do it. Like, in a tournament format, I'm not talking, like, obviously they didn't qualify for the World Cup, right? Like, they can't do it over fucking 12 games, but they could do it in 3. So I actually had him in second, but I may be biased because I fucking like Italy. I've always liked them. But realistically, 3rd place for sure. They're going to make some noise, dude. You're going to remember this.
And every game will be close. Like every game.
Yeah, all these games are.
I fully agree with that.
Yeah, all these games are going to be like 0-1.
8 no way Italy make it past the quarterfinal. There's no way.
We'll see.
All right, we'll see. Well, I think this is, in my opinion, this is proper. I think there's a world where Croatia is a sneaky, like nobody really has them winning the group, and they could surprise.
A lot of people are on your wavelength. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, they're kind of a sneaky dark horse team. Oh, that everyone doesn't know about them. Then they finished 3rd or 2nd
in the tournament.
Yeah, they are. And again, minus Euros 2021, right? You look at the last couple of World Cups, the Euros before that. Like they just minus that one competition where they exited in the quarters. I think it was. They make deep runs, and granted, it's an aging team. They've added a few different youngsters here and there. You're literally relying upon what Kramaric and Modric to probably carry your goal scoring efforts. I don't know if I feel great about that on paper, but who knows, man? In a tournament, I just feel like they do the damn thing. I think this is right. To me, I'm okay with this. We good? All right, let's move on. The group everyone wants to talk about because it has arguably the favorites of the competition. England, Denmark, Serbia, and Slovenia. This is probably the way it should end. Maybe Serbia upsets Denmark and they go to the number 2 here. But I don't know, bro. I'm not. I know Denmark now has Højlund, and you look at sure.
Tournament. I'm telling you right now.
How many goals do you have in qualifying? 7? Was it 7 goals?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. He was pretty decent. And look, he will be the guy, but he's gonna have to battle tooth and nail with some physical teams, bro. Against England, there's probably some familiarity there, but Serbia and Slovenia, I don't think are gonna necessarily like just let him check in, receive the ball completely clean, and I think there's going to be a lot of physical duels there. Yeah, it's going to be very chippy. Very chippy. Yeah. But, man, I mean, England, top of the group, right? Nobody has any qualms there.
Here goes Hafiz. Here goes
Hafiz going to come and stop.
They don't make it out of the group. They don't make it out of the group.
No, I already used all my hot takes with Germany.
They're not winning it. I don't have England winning it, but they're going to get out of groups, and they're probably going to dominate.
Yo, I got to drop this in right now. Serbia is a dark horse, man. I mean, their team.
I have them.
Their team is Mitrovic, Vlahovic, Milinkovic, Savic. You have Luka Jovic off the bench, Gugel in the midfield, Dusan Tadic, Kostic.
filthy.
I
Kind of
mean-
just vibes, bro. I don't know what it is about that, man.
I mean,
Yeah.
the squad from midfield to attack is top. Their midfield and attack is better than Italy's, and that is a fact.
I could see
It's
that.
their,
Yeah.
it's their defense
Mhm.
that is
It's
shaky.
shite.
If you combine
their-
Serbia and Italy, they might push for the Euros. But anyway,
Who's their goalie for the national team?
for Serbia,
For Serbia, I have no
I
idea.
have no
let me
idea.
check.
I honestly like. I think that,
Oh, it's
honestly,
Rakovic,
Serbia.
the Mallorca keeper. He's
Oh,
all
okay,
right.
okay.
He's all
He's
right.
all right.
Okay.
I think like you mentioned, the
And
fact that you have
Petrovic.
both Mitrovic and Vlahovic to call upon in terms of
Yeah.
goal scoring threats, like that is huge, bro. Arguably one of the best duos, not the best attacking duo in the tournament. Like there's just
Mhm.
two strikers
I
that
think-
everybody should be fearful of.
Slovenia definitely last. I would look. England going to qualify, but then finishing second is not outrageous because think about it. Because they want to avoid France in the semifinals. Okay, we'll get on to that later on. But if they finish second place, they get the easier side of the bracket. So be all and end all wouldn't be too bad for them at the end of the day. But I still think they'll finish first. But Serbia and Denmark can do something to England because
They can do some
England
damage.
come in on not too hot form, expectations, them having the best squad in the tournament without a shadow of a doubt, especially. in
But
the
their
midfield
defense,
line.
you've seen it, right? Like I don't
Yeah.
think this is
Good
not
defenses. This is
They're
not a
very-
typical. This is
they're
not a
very
typical
defense.
defense that we're used to seeing.
I saw something this morning as well in the Telegraph. Matt Law, who's like a really top journalist, he said that Trent is starting in the midfield. So I
Yeah.
have no idea.
Because
What
he's been playing in the mid for the last year.
because
So-
he's ass in the back under Southgate's team, under his tactics.
Mhm.
Like he gets exposed heavily. It's gonna be Kyle Walker and Luke Shaw or Trippier because they literally have nobody else in terms of fullbacks to really play there.
Is Luke Shaw fit? Is the guy alive?
Yes, he's fit. Of course, he's fucking fit.
Is he
for the Euro.
alive?
Max is like fucking ready to throw down,
I can't
bro.
wait. I cannot wait to sell him this summer.
Yeah, man. It's with that said, I saw a lot of England fans saying like, "Why does he deserve a shot?" I'm like, bro, who else are they gonna call up?
There's no other left back.
There's no other left back. Like, there's nobody else.
Straight trash. To be honest.
Chilwell is just dog shit.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
After Chilwell, I mean, there's really. I mean,
I don't
may-
rate
I-
Chilwell. I'll be honest. I don't really rate Chilwell.
Rico,
but-
I mean, you want to put Rico Lewis there, or you want to? There's literally not a single other left.
try to
back
go
they have.
inverted in the back. I mean, I
Yeah.
don't know, man. It's
I think you know what
It's the biggest
the
hole.
order of matches is important as well. So the first games are Denmark, England, and then Slovenia, Serbia. So I'm expecting Serbia to get 3 points there, and then England, Denmark. It's a tough game.
They should get 3. I think they should get 3 in that game.
They
In
should-
my opinion.
England with their squad should
They
win
should,
this Euro.
they should get 9 points in this group.
Yeah, that's not the issue. The
I know.
issue is their manager and also expectations and also the English culture as well. They start singing "It's coming home," then all of a sudden it's going to Rome.
And I'm telling you guys right now, Rashford is going to be so missed. I'm telling you. I watched their last game against. He's going to be so missed. Gordon is not going to cut it.
He ain't that guy. He ain't that
He
guy.
ain't that guy. Gordon is not going to cut it. I'm telling you guys right now, Rashford's going to be so missed this game. This
It's
tournament.
gonna be Saka and Palmer, and yeah, I think regardless, right? Whether it was Rashford coming off the bench or even him starting in some games, I agree. I think Gordon's not that guy. I think when push comes to shove and there's pressure on, I would expect Rashford to deal with it better. But yeah, either way, to me, attack is the least of their issues, and they really don't have too many up front or in the midfield, unless you call Trent a liability, maybe Gallagher too. But their defense, I'm telling you, man, it's just. They're going to get scored on. And I think it's going to be Serbia. Denmark might have a say there. But for that reason, just because of how, I don't want to say non-competitive their group is, but because it's not the group of death, I don't think there's any surprises in this group. I'll be honest. I think it looks like this for me. England, Serbia, Denmark, Slovenia.
Denmark third?
I have Denmark third.
Fair enough. I think whoever second will be the dark horse. So whether it's Denmark or Serbia, whoever gets that second spot, I think they'll be the ones that kind of push for maybe quarterfinals, semifinals.
I think Denmark third, and they go through to the next round.
What are the odds on Mitrovic fighting somebody?
On his team or a different team?
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. The ref included.
The ref, yeah.
I don't know, bro. I see
300.
some shit happening there because I'm telling you, man, Serbia, they're some dogs, man. Absolute dogs. I think they're gonna find a way to be relevant every single game, including the England game. I'm okay with this. We gonna move on to Group D?
Yeah.
All right, there you go. There's our Group C standings. We'll see how 2 and 3 pan out for this one. That's the highlight there. All right, Group D: France, Netherlands, Poland, Austria. At the time of recording,
Watch out for this Austrian
Yo,
team.
get my boy Lewandowski in the fourth place. He ain't making it out of the hood alive.
Yeah, there's no way.
Oh, yeah.
He's coming to the sermon now, barely fit. Get him gone, man. Get him gone.
Yeah. Now here's the thing. We just heard of today, right? Netherlands losing Frankie De Jong. How massive of a piece that could be for them, I don't know. I think everybody automatically shoehorns Netherlands into that second place spot because of the pedigree, which is fair enough, right? But
the pedigree ain't even that big. Listen, I think Netherlands are a good squad. I have this love-hate relationship with them because a lot of Barcelona legends are from the Dutch, but the Dutch Argentina rivalry is red hot, especially after the recent World Cup. But they always crumble. They're just an England 2.0. I mean, just switch the colors around.
But they haven't had the talent that England has had at their disposal to be fit. In my opinion. When the bulk of your team is either Memphis Depay or Cody Gakpo, I don't know if you could say.
But look at how they've done it. 2010 World Cup final, 2014 World Cup third place, 2018 World Cup. I think they didn't qualify. And then the recent World Cup quarterfinals, they got stopped by the eventual winners as well. They've always had a good squad. They just never had that, aura to really push into making a decent run. When they had that aura with Robin and Snyder and all Van Persie all in their prime, they got pretty close. They got third and second, but I don't know, man. I think Koeman, the manager of Netherlands, he's very much a tournament based coach as well. So it's just like their squad is good enough. I rate Xavi Simons highly. I don't even think he's going to be a starter, but I rate him. I rate Memphis as well. I'm one of the few Barca fans who wanted to sign him.
Xavi Simons it will be a tough decision for Koeman as to whether or not he starts him. I know he's young. I know he may have the caps that some of these guys have for the Netherlands, but I think with Frankie De Jong out, I think it's going to just the way he thinks about repositioning that midfield. I think Xavi Simons will have a breakout tournament, in my opinion.
And with Netherlands as well, they always do well in qualifiers and friendlies. They always do. I remember Koeman, he went on like a 10-game undefeated run, and they were all hyped up going into what was the tournament that Van Gaal took over? I think it was I forget, but there was a point where Koeman dropped out, and then Van Gaal had to come in, and they lost all momentum.
It was right before the World Cup. I'm pretty sure that happened. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Koeman bowed out, and Van Gaal just took over with the exact same lineup.
The Dutch had played their best football, despite getting second and third in the previous World Cup. They played their best football under Koeman in the past 10 years. So, and this is, I think, his first time picking them into a tournament. Oh, it was because we came calling the Barcelona job came to him and he left. So, I think this is his first time picking Netherlands into a tournament. So it'll be interesting to see how they do. Again, their first game is against Poland, so they have the easier affair. So if Austria do the unthinkable and get a draw against France, like Andre mentioned, if you get the first win, 6-7% chance you qualify. So
would you consider them a dark horse? I keep reading.
I consider
Netherlands is a dark horse.
Netherlands, no.
They're fucking talent. Like
no.
If you can name their starting lineup and their bench, they're not dark horses.
Yeah.
No, not a dark horse. I think even in the odds, they're like top 5, I want to say. But they do have some players that I think everybody should be on the lookout for. I mentioned Xavi Simons. I think beyond that, for me, Denzel Dumfries going to have a massive role in that team. I think they're going to run 3 in the back, 2 wing backs. Like those wing backs are going to be massive for the Dutch.
He's playing Frimpong as a right winger.
Interesting.
That's what he's gonna do. He's gonna play either Gakpo or Xavi Simons off the left. Memphis.
I like that. I actually like that.
Frimpong on the right.
He has 6 assists to Memphis today.
Yeah. Van der Ven at left back, and then
I have them going all the way to the semis. Actually,
yeah.
Like they're on paper, they should depending on the side of the bracket that they come out of, but I think they could make some noise too.
I don't know, man. I think the combination of Simons, Gakpo, Depay, I think just presents a really interesting combination for the Netherlands. And I expect them to get second, but I can see a world where Austria maybe overtakes them. I don't know. I don't know if that's too hot of a take, but you have Austria second? Oh, okay. There you go. Not crazy shout. What do you like about Austria?
He's on the Rolf Rangnick bandwagon.
Oh, there it is. The United connection. That's crazy.
Bro, Rangnick has transformed this Austrian team. He's only lost 1 game.
That's wild. It's wild. But bro,
they've been playing, and Austria they have talent. They have Konrad Laimer, they have Sabitzer, they have Wimmer, they have Baumgartner. They have talent on this team.
Arnautovic.
Did Alaba get called?
Don't say Arnautovic. Don't say Arnautovic.
He's all right. He's like the Shaqiri for Austria,
Yeah, exactly. Well, all you had to say was Shaqiri, bro. That's all we had to say. I think the one player that they're missing, he'll be at the tournament, right? Because he's been there so long. But is David Alaba, and I think Alaba.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, I don't think he's fit. I don't think he's fit.
I don't think
he's not playing. He's not playing. He'll be there, just like be there, like he'll be there in support of the team. You know what I mean? Like he's traveling just to be there on the staff, maybe, but he's not playing.
Yeah.
But I think that's a massive piece to lose. For that reason, Limer will probably actually, if anybody's doing fantasy picks at home, Limer, I expect him to actually push up a little bit higher for Austria than he does with Bayern, and maybe get involved, man. I don't know. We'll see. Him and Sabitzer should have a good tournament. I fully expect them to have both.
Sabitzer has had a great season.
It's weird that he's the guy for Austria, though. Not weird in the like I don't rate him. I rate Sabitzer. It's just like, is there not an attacker that's really going to step up and take over for this Austrian national team? I don't know. I really don't know. It's like, who do I back more, Netherlands or Austria? I don't know. This one's really tough for me, guys.
I think it's gonna be France and Netherlands. I think Austria's kind of like Croatia for me, where the hype is everyone's on this hype that the hype is not gonna actually happen.
All right,
that's how I see it. But they're definitely a team that
party for Lewandowski.
No. Yeah, Lewandowski is
coming. No,
but Austria is a team.
I'm shocked they'd even made it. To be honest,
they had to do it through qualifiers. I forgot who. I think they beat. Who they beat?
Bro, they didn't do terrible in qualifiers. No, it wasn't.
No,
they
had to go through
the
qualification.
They had to go to the qualification.
Playoffs. They beat Wales on penalties. That's what it was.
Yes.
Yeah. But 4-3-3 in qualification, not bad. I mean, of course, everyone's going to hone in on Lewandowski, but they still have like Baumgartner and Zelensky.
Well, they're a team that can qualify to that third place spot because they can easily beat Poland and get 3 points from that.
Yeah,
Milik.
I think Milik is injured as well.
Hey, and don't forget, bro, defensively, they got Kivior. I mean, he's one player, right? Don't get me wrong. But I think some pieces, man, maybe they make competitive with Austria. I don't know, bro. I'm trying to get
starting as well.
A little bit of love. But it sounds like there's none of that on the show today. So, all right. I think this is our 4, guys. I think this is our 4. I don't know if we want to switch anything else up. We don't talk about France that much. I know a lot of prediction videos are talking about France, but what is there to say, man? I mean, probably the most stacked team in the whole fucking tournament, the #1 team in the world.
I still think England I think England are more stacked. I think France is obviously better. They have better players in each position, but I think England's squad's waste
on paper.
Yeah. On paper,
yeah, that's what I mean.
I think Didier Deschamps. I think most probably rate him higher than Southgate. So I don't know. I would consider them
higher than Southgate. Let's be honest here.
All right, we'll leave it here. I think this is a good Group D. We'll see how it pans out for the next stage. Group E, a very interesting one, man.
That order is pretty accurate, to be honest.
That order, I think, is accurate.
All right, Group F.
But I will say, don't be surprised if you see Ukraine top this group.
No,
you think so? With the likes of Dovic and the crew?
That's a hot take, Max.
Yo,
holy shit!
We're talking about Belgium here, guys.
Belgium's not shit. I mean, I don't
think
they're anymore, but they're not trash.
Man. They always bottle it.
They bottled. We were talking about England. We had to talk about Belgium. Golden generation hasn't done shit.
I mean, that generation, to be fair, I think in my opinion has kind of come and gone. Like I don't know.
They had their
2018 World Cup.
Yeah, they beat Brazil.
World Cup was the year. Yeah, when they beat Japan in that fucking crazy comeback or whatever.
Yeah,
that was their year.
Yeah. And I don't know, man. I still think they have some ballers, though, man. They do. I think if you were, look, KDB is gonna be fully fit. Trossard's in good form.
They also France in the end too. Remember?
It's the defense that makes me look at this team as a very suspect team. Like they're still starting Vertonghen as the starting center back. When you think about that,
Super Jan Vertonghen.
Yeah, bro, it's
Super
wild.
Jan Vertonghen.
Imagine Alderweireld. It's crazy that he didn't make it. I guess considering that Vertonghen's there, right? But yeah, man, that's the only suspect part of this team, just like England, like we talked about earlier, right? So I don't think Ukraine's a crazy first, but
Doku, KDB, Onana, Lukaku. I mean, I can't even name you more than 2 Ukrainian players. Like, come on now.
Yeah,
I mean, I can name a few. Modric,
Yarmolenko. You got
Dovic up top. I mean, we all saw what he did with Girona. We all saw what he did.
I've seen a lot of people tip Dovi to be the Golden Boot winner. I don't know what y'all are smoking. That man's a one-season wonder. And just watch. Just watch.
I think he's got all the intangibles, but for strikers to feast, they need great service. And a ton of
Mikolenko from Everton.
Yeah,
but him and Zinchenko play the same position, so it's like
But I think Mikolenko's it depends on how they want to play. He's the more superior athlete. Zinchenko's the better baller. It's just
Zinchenko. He's also playing in the middle.
He plays in the middle, and
he plays like as a 6 or an 8.
Yeah. So and I think Ukraine will turn some heads, but I don't expect them to win the group. I really think it'll be Belgium, and I'll say because of the group with Romania and Slovakia, I think it should be pretty straightforward, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I think those two will definitely qualify.
Those two are
You-
qualifying, but I think I got Ukraine topping.
So you have
Hungary.
Ukraine basically beating Belgium when they play against each other. Max is what you're saying.
Yeah, basically.
I
I mean, that's the only way, right?
yeah.
Maybe a draw, then you
Well,
know,
no.
wins each, and then
There,
maybe
there
draw
could
goal
be a
difference.
draw, goal different.
There's no way Belgium.
I feel like
drop
I feel,
points
I feel like
to
I
the
see
other two
Belgium and
teams.
Romania. I feel like Belgium and Romania will draw. I have a feeling.
What's the
Really?
first? Let me see what the first game is in that group. So
Yeah, what's the
game-
first head-to-head?
It's Belgium, Slovakia, and Ukraine and
Easy dub.
Romania.
Like,
So
They always have
And
3
we got to
points
remember
plus
too with
goal
Ukraine,
differential.
while their defense is maybe not like the
and
most
they
widely
actually faced
touted,
each
they
other
have
at
Lunin.
they faced each other in the last game as well.
there you go.
There
So
you
they
go. So
both
that
only
last
had
game will be
6
very
points
telling.
going. So you know what, Max, maybe on something. You know, Ukraine take a result in that final game. You never know, especially with how goal.
I think
difference is
Belgium
maybe
beat them
turning
3-0
out.
the last game. Easy. We move.
Yeah, man, it'd be crazy though. I think. We forgot about Zakinkov. For Ukraine as well. Looking at this team, bro, it's not a bad team. It's not as deep as Belgium's, but it's not a bad, which is weird to say.
This is
Not
why
a
I'm
bad
saying
team.
they're going to get out of the group because they got into a fairly achievable group where they can actually make it into the round 16.
Yeah. Yeah, I like this. I think this is fair. I think this is totally fair. Slovakia, GG's, bro. You made it to the tournament. Not a bad shot.
Why
but
should
that's
be a
probably
third?
slightly
I'd
good.
put Slovakia third. Actually, I don't like.
Really?
Slovakia have a semi decent team. Who do Romania have?
Is Radu still playing?
the silence.
Well,
I
I think
just-
it's Radu. Let me see.
I can name you a few.
I can.
few
Is
players from
I can name.
Slovakia.
Is Haji? I think Haji made the squad.
No.
Yeah,
that's
Did he?
Giannis Hadji. Yeah, I think he did.
Giannis
Well,
Haji
Slovakia,
just-
they have Dubravka in goal, Skriniar in
so it's one
defense,
player.
Their goalie.
Lobotka, the Napoli midfielder in there. So that's 3 off the top of my head. I can't think of any Romanian. The only reason why I know Haji is because of his dad.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, and because he was on Rangers for a bit.
That card on FIFA was elite. I'm not gonna lie.
I won't. Yeah, I'm not gonna pretend to know a whole lot about the Romanian and Slovakian national teams, but I just feel like when push comes to shove,
And
in these
Slovakia have more.
tournaments-
I think Slovakia have more experience as well. They've been to a lot of tournaments. I remember even back in the 2010 World Cup when I first
is
figured
it-
out what country that was. So they've been
So, okay,
around.
so
They've been around.
Slovakia third.
Yeah, then they get a result against Romania.
That's fine.
All right, that's fine. I'll take that. I think this is interesting, dude. If Max gets the Ukraine pick right, I think it's gonna be really interesting because I actually think it's not a crazy shout. I think those are the top two, but it's not a wild shout, man. They got
Max
some
and I
followers on
dropping predictions left, right, center.
that. Hell yeah, bro. We'll see.
one of
We'll
us
see,
is
man.
right.
This whole episode's full of hot takes, bro. I love it. All right, Group F. Before we go to the knockout round.
That's pretty accurate as well. Let's go to the knockout.
I got my
Portugal.
Euro winner in this group.
Interesting. So you're back in Turkey. You're back in
My
Turkey.
God.
Yeah, you're back.
You back in Turkey, bro? I like
Arda
that. I
Turan
like
shots. Let's go.
And I got the player of the tournament.
Oh, I know he's gonna say it as well.
Joao
I know.
Felix?
Oh,
he's gonna say
stop.
yeah.
Bruno.
Nah.
Bruno
It's
is
gonna
not gonna
be
be
come
the
on, bro. It's gonna
player
be
to
Cristiano. Bro. It's
watch
gonna be CR7. CR7 is gonna be
this
a talk of the
tournament.
tournament.
Listen. I don't think Max is that crazy.
No, it's not a crazy
Bruno.
show.
What?
Okay,
It's not a crazy show.
Bruno has been absolutely insane for Portugal in the last 6 months. He has 10 goals and I think almost no, I think it's
Bru-
backwards. It's 10 assists and like 6 goals.
To
in the
be
last
fair, stats have never been a problem for
It's-
Bruno.
no, it's not a
how
problem,
it
but,
translates
like,
to the rest of the team.
I'll
It's
tell you what.
He's
though.
been
Bruno plus
absolutely
2,000.
insane.
Bruno plus 2,200 for player of the tournament is an
MVP?
outrageous bet.
That is good. Yeah.
I actually think he won't even be the most impactful player in this group. I'll be honest. I think
Really?
Patrick Schick is going to have more to say than Bruno Fernandez will.
Ooh,
I'll be
nah.
100%, bro.
Patrick
I
Schick.
think Patrick Schick is a tried and true clinical goal scorer for now Czechia as opposed to Czech Republic.
He was a top scorer in the last years as well, by the way, wasn't he?
That's what I'm
Kevin
saying. And
Ronaldo?
yeah, one of those goals was like a crazy,
Yeah,
wasn't it like a
halfway.
crazy
Oh yeah, I
Right.
remember that.
that banger. Yeah. But like I don't know what it was, almost half field. I don't know. I think Schick's going to be one to watch and kind of like he always gets underrated. Like no one really talks about him going into these tournaments. And I
Where do
think he's-
you, Jose? Where do you and Hafid have Portugal? How far do you have them going?
We'll discuss.
Yeah, we'll discuss. But
see.
they're going to win this group. They're going to win this. They
For
should,
sure.
bro. If Portugal does what they did in the last Euros, right? Didn't they get third?
Last Euros, no.
Or no, 20,
No,
when they won it.
they-
When they won it. Sorry, 2016 when they won it.
2016 is when they won.
Yeah.
it,
They got
yeah.
third and they went all the way through, right?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
so, maybe there's some of those vibes, I guess, when they get to the knockout rounds.
Oh, I
But
thought you
if
made
that
they finished
happens
third in the
again-
last Euros.
I don't know, bro. If that happens again, Roberto Martinez might be a fraud.
What do we say about Kvicia Kvaratskhelia? He's not going to do anything with Georgia. Their first
Bro,
tournament.
he can be their talisman all they want.
That'd be lucky to score a
Mamardashvili and
goal.
goal. They got at least two decent
They'll
players.
get one goal.
Look at against Turkey.
yeah. So I think that he'll have his moments in the tournament, but Georgia way to make it. Again, GGs. Props to getting in the tournament, bro. But I don't see it going past this group. Maybe third, but even then, bro, I think Czechia is gonna find a way to net that.
I would watch out for. I think having Czechia in second is not a bad shout. Turkey in these tournaments.
Czechia definitely.
You think so?
Second, in my opinion, yeah.
I think Turkey are a better squad, but in these tournaments they tend to always come. I remember them in the last Euros when they were in the group with who hosted the last Euros?
England.
No, it was all over the place. It was all over the place. They played
all over the place, but the
final four.
Yeah, but I remember Turkey opened the tournament against another team. I think it was Italy actually. The first game was Italy-Turkey. Everyone had high hope. I think every prediction I've seen from creators, from fans, from everyone had Turkey as their dark horse for the last Euros, and they got
I even had them as my dark horse.
And they got eliminated in the group stages. So they're a team that.
Hey, bro. Calhanoglu masterclass? I don't know. Maybe. Now you got a new boy Arda Güler, right? I don't know. Maybe. Who knows?
Watch Güler not even start for Turkey. That'd be hilarious.
That would be.
By the way, I mentioned Calhanoglu. That man is everything for Turkey. If you're making fantasy picks at home, that man literally does everything. Penalties, free kicks, corner kicks. Like, he is all over the place. He's going to get some points on the board 100% if you want like a low-key sneaky pick that's going to be a little bit cheaper.
I'm looking at their friendlies. They lost 2-1 to Poland and drew 0-0 with Italy.
Yeah.
This Italy team is trash, man. And Güler didn't start either of them. Just throw that out there.
Italy being trash is interesting. All right. These four, just like this, then lock it in.
Yes.
All right. Turkey getting third. I see a lot of people get Turkey that second shout, but like Hafid said, that's backfired more than a few times.
Gotta be a bit different,
Yeah. Let's move on. All right. So the lucky losers then, by that extension, how do we think the four of the six are going to net out? Who's going to be first through fourth?
I think Austria is definitely there because they will beat Poland, so they'll get at least 3 points. Mm-hmm. Who else is in the Denmark group with Serbia and England? Who's that fourth team again? Let me pull it up. Actually,
yeah, let me pull it up. Actually,
Slovenia. So I can see Denmark getting 3 points against Slovenia. Italy, Albania. You never know. Switzerland, Scotland, that's a gamble. Turkey against Georgia, I think that's 3 points. I'd put Turkey as the as one of the options.
Really?
He's telling you to remove Italy. That's just really what he's saying.
Yeah, you're trying to find a way to put them down.
He's finding a way to take Italy out.
No,
that's wild, bro. That's wild.
I'm doing the proper analysis.
If it was me, without digging too much into the individual,
I'd drop Switzerland. I'd drop Switzerland for Turkey.
No, bro, Switzerland. You think so?
Because I think that Turkey will easily beat Georgia. I don't see Switzerland easily beating Scotland because Scotland at least are all right side. That's how I'm judging this on who will get that. Like, who's guaranteed to get the 3 points in the 3 points. That's how it's gonna be judged by, right? Whoever gets the most points in third place, you have to judge it on base. Who they face.
So Scotland.
Of course, team-wise, I think these four selections
I think they should beat Scotland, and I think that like if they go to third, it'll be on goal differential, maybe with Hungary. I was even thinking they could see a result against Hungary, but if they drop into third,
I think that group is too even to guarantee wins. I think they're all evenly matched. That like you'll see 1-1.
You think just a low point total because of the group?
Yeah. I'm not saying that they're better than these teams or anything like that, but I'm judging it based on who's gonna get 3 points. So I think Denmark. 3 points again. Anyone disagrees? Say something. Denmark 3 points against Slovenia for sure. Okay. Austria 3 points against Poland. I think that's a strong lock. Yeah. Turkey 3 points against Georgia. I think that's a strong lock as well. What do we have? Italy, Albania. I mean, again, you could say that's a guaranteed lock as well. But
that should be a lock. Well, don't say Albania. Don't say Albania.
Get that shit out of here, bro.
That happens. They finished fourth.
Then that's it, right?
Yeah.
So we should put then.
Austria.
Drop out Switzerland for Turkey and keep the rest.
Yeah,
this hurts, bro. This hurts.
I kind of agree with that, to be honest.
Of course, Switzerland are
experience, bro, in tournaments and shit.
Yeah, but they're the Hungary against Scotland. That's like evenly
Okay,
matched games.
if this happens, it'll be either Hungary or Switzerland. I think if Switzerland goes through, they'll easily go through at second, and Hungary will be the ones that end up here.
Yeah.
And I don't see a world where Hungary gets enough points to beat any one of these top 4 teams that we have listed. Like
That's
it'll be
valid,
the
that's
exact
valid.
same spot.
That's
To be
valid.
honest. Because Switzerland, I just it's that match in that group is going to be so massive, so
Totally,
massive.
yeah.
For who gets
And
out.
that's the first game as well.
Yeah, on Saturday.
Yeah.
That-
Right off the bat.
that is massive, bro. I hate dropping out Switzerland. Like to say they're going
Me
to get
too.
grouped. It
I
just
know.
But
feels weird.
there's logic behind it, right? You can't just pick these teams just based on who's better, right? I've seen a lot of people do that. You have to think about who's gonna get those points. It's not just they're playing let's play the best 4 teams. If that was the case, then of course that'd be quite interesting. But it's all based on points. Even if Albania beat Italy, they might finish in third. And
I'll be honest, bro. If it was top 4, just based on like who's better. I mean, the only change I would really make is just you switch out Turkey and Switzerland. Like that was probably the only.
I just think the only reason why Turkey should be there is that they have a better chance of beating Georgia, which again
It's a
we
Easier
no
group
one.
than
Just-
Switzerland. Yeah.
Okay,
That's fair.
bro, this hurts. Swiss fans, if this happens, it is because of Xherdan Shaqiri. Blame that motherfucker, nobody else. All right.
No- No shotgun shouts. Okay.
Nah, bro. Trust me. And look, bro, in your market in Chicago, nobody loves Shaqiri. Everyone wants that man fucking out. Yeah, easily, bro, easily. Okay, all right. That means that we're on to the round of 16. All right, Spain versus Turkey.
Spain.
Okay, next.
Easy dub.
Next, Germany versus Serbia.
Give it to Serbia.
Serbia.
I knew it, bro. I knew it. I knew this.
Serbia.
Was
Serbia. Give it
No,
to
are you
Serbia.
serious? Are you being serious right now?
I'm dead
100%.
ass.
Dude, actually,
yeah,
I could see that.
This is what I'm saying. Max and I
could
have
see
the
that.
elite
I'm
ball
dead
ability.
ass. Give that shit to Serbia.
Give
I
that to
can see that.
Serbia.
All right, fair. All right, I think it's gonna be interesting. I think it'll be close. If it does, I don't think it happens in regulation. I think it's one of those ones that goes to extra time, maybe PK.
Yeah,
I think it'd
yeah.
be crazy. All right, the second place team going through. Portugal and Italy is
that's
a
fucking
banger,
good matchup. Yeah.
banger matchup.
I think it's Portugal easily.
I mean, yeah, it's
don't-
Portugal, but
I don't know about
I don't rate-
easily. I think Italy makes every match tough, bro. I haven't seen Italy get steamrolled. Well,
But here's the issue with Italy: if you get a goal in the first 10 minutes, it's gonna be a field day, absolute field day. It's just about when you can break through their line, because that's all they
No.
have, like we already talked about, right? That
Yeah.
back 5 in the midfield too. If you just break through there and get that early goal, whether it's Brutus Fernandes, Joao Felix, Ronaldo, Bernardo Silva,
fucking
Rafael
Vitinha
Leao.
at this point, like it can literally
that's
be
what
anybody.
everybody said about the final, though. When Luke Shaw scored in like the first fucking minute, and they're like, "Oh, it's over. Give it to England."
No, but
You never know, dude.
True,
No,
actually,
no,
very
I think,
true,
I think
very
Italy
true.
were going. I think Italy were going into that game on like strong form, especially being the underdog as well, and England being the clear favorites at Wembley. That was a different narrative.
Andre,
Was
did we
that-
watch that game together, bro? I'm pretty sure, like
no, I
over
was-
live stream. I think we know, or did we? Or
I was in
with some other
Chicago.
people. Oh, okay,
I
that's
went to
right.
Chicago,
That's right.
Yeah.
I think I know what Andre's talking about. Yeah, honestly, I was in a Discord chat with a bunch of people watching, and they were like, "Oh, that's it.
It's
Turn the
over.
game off. It's fucking
Going
over."
home.
Like
Yeah.
that England's gonna win it. Crazy how that shit ended. All right, Netherlands and Ukraine. Sneaky good game.
See, good
Don't
game.
say it, Max. Don't
No,
say it,
Max.
Max.
Max, calm down.
He's holding
Mute
his
the guy.
fucking-
Mute him.
Ukraine is beating Netherlands.
Oh
No,
my
no.
god,
I'm
bro!
telling you
No
right
shot.
now.
I would put money on that shit. No shot, dude. There's no
To be-
way.
I mean, it's not that outrageous because again, the Dutch just crumbled. But I think under Koeman, it'll take a solid team to knock them out. So I think I would back Dutch, but it's not
Yeah.
that outrageous to call Ukraine. But I think
Let's
again,
see
this
what the
Ukraine stuff
quarters
is
look
all.
like, and then
Yeah.
we'll make a decision.
I'm one of the Dutch national team kid today, boys. I gotta back them.
Yeah, dude.
I think it's like
I would say Dutch as well, but bookmark Max saying Ukraine.
we'll bookmark this for 100%. If it
Receipts,
does happen,
baby.
bro, oh my
Receipts.
god.
Remember, I have
Ukraine making a
First-
run then.
First of all,
Making a run in this
first of all, I
group.
have Ukraine winning that group. I think, yeah, it's Belgium, group,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So they're not even gonna play each other, but
Watch them.
So
I'm not
Not
even
even-
worried about this matchup because it's not going to
I'm
happen.
not even worried about
They're
this
gonna win the
matchup,
group.
but
Watch
winning
them not
the
even
group,
get
so-
out of the group.
That's fair.
Watch
That's
them not
fair.
get out
I
of the
like
group.
that. I like that. All right. Well, there you go. Let's move on to.
So put Belgium there, and then you have definitely a hard.
Oh wait. Who we missed? Oh,
conversation.
sorry. It keeps going.
Ukraine, Denmark. Now Ukraine might be getting quarterfinals.
If it was Ukraine, Denmark, yeah, then I think Max would double down on that shit easily. Belgium and Denmark is interesting.
Easy.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Come on.
All right.
Denmark
I
has
mean,
no shot.
I don't know if
I
it's
think
easy,
Denmark
but
will make it easy.
I don't know. I'm back Belgium. I don't know if it's easy.
Yeah, it's going to be a close game, I think.
You guys are underestimating this Belgian team, and I understand that it's based on
It's
how
just
they've been playing.
defensively,
Blah
bro.
blah blah.
Look,
I
look
know,
at they
but
have aging.
They're
They're
ballers.
back. They're
But
Barely
they've always-
Blind is still starting at left back for the Dutch, bro. So yeah, and then you look at Belgium. I mean, the fact
I
that they
think
have Vertonghen in the back and
I think
everybody
Witzel's
else.
starting as a center back still.
Who is?
love it.
Witzel, Axel Witzel, the pivot.
He's gonna have to.
Marwan
Like,
Fellaini.
he does.
Where else is no stop? No, it's gonna be Foss from Leicester City, no, or Faze, however you say his name.
Oh,
It should
the
be.
one with the big afro. Let me
The
check who
afro
started
guy,
for
yeah,
them in the qualifier. I think Witzel is still like their central center back.
Jordan
In their recent
Lukaku?
game against Luxembourg, it was Meunier, Witzel, and Faz as a back three.
Thomas
That game.
Meunier starting at
Fucking love
as a
Thomas
back
Meunier,
three,
dude.
bro.
Love
And
it.
in their other
I've got a
game
lot of stock in this
against
Belgium team. I have zero stock in this Belgium team.
I'm just,
No.
I have some stock. I think they're just underrated going forward, but I'm with you.
They can never be underrated. I'm sorry.
I
I don't know.
Never. I don't
Again,
know,
2018, yes. Like they had
never.
the best
And with how they
fucking-
performed this last World Cup,
generation.
I'd
They
be
still
surprised
have
that
a
anybody
shit ton
rated
of
Belgium
talent on
winning
this
this tournament.
squad.
Agreed. I'm
Did
with
Belgium
Jose
get
myself.
knocked out of the group in the recent
Yeah, they
World
got
Cup?
grouped in the World Cup. Like, I
Yeah,
don't
that's
think
what
anybody,
my boys
anybody's coming
Canada.
in like thinking
Yeah.
Belgium's going to win.
Yeah, I was
this
gonna
thing.
say,
I
shots.
think it's like,
Fonsa.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll back Belgium, but I think Denmark will make it interesting. France, nothing left to
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing left to say.
England.
Oh, Baxter, you with me on this one?
No, get the fuck
I'm
out of here.
close. I'm honestly close.
No,
Austria?
Austria has no shot.
But
dude.
I don't think they're.
This
I don't think they're
Southgate-
beating England.
Yo, this Southgate tax is,
This is where it ends.
is doing wonders to me.
There's no way they bounce out at the round of
Ooh.
16. It would
Yeah,
be the most insane
I
shit
know.
of all
I don't
time.
think
I'll tell you
The
this,
internet
wait.
would break. The internet would break,
Here's another hot take. I will say this: if England do not win their first game against Serbia, so even a draw or a loss, I think they get knocked down the group stages.
All right,
Yeah.
we'll find out.
They
Click
could
it.
advance in third
Flip it.
place.
All right, that's gonna be the opening take of the show. All right, Hungary and Croatia before the next round.
Croatia.
Croatia.
They always beat these like mediocre teams every time in the
Yeah.
in
But it's
the
always
experience.
You're calling Hungary mediocre? You were defending the fuck out of them earlier.
And we had
But
them.
it-
And we had them getting second, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, that in retrospect to their group, I'm saying Croatia. They always beat
Oh.
like these kind of mid-level teams in the round 16, like
Yeah,
your
that's fair.
Japans, your like your Ukrainians. I think in the Euro 2021. Who
Yeah,
else
that's
they
fair.
beat? I think they beat someone like semi decent in the Euros in the
even in the World Cup,
No,
they had to
it's
get
just
past like Morocco. You know, it's just like it's just like and again that team was on a different level and wavelength in the World Cup. I'm just saying, like, I agree with Hoppit saying it's like they should get by teams like this.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right,
Mhm.
let's move on
Ooh.
to the quarters.
Serbia. My boys, this is where the trail is for you.
Yeah.
Spain
boys.
should win, bro. I'll tell you what though, if that Serbian attack like scores early on Spain, they're in for a
Listen,
long
listen,
day. They're
listen,
gonna
listen.
sit
Or if
back
it
and
goes
just
to
fucking
PKs.
defend.
One second.
Spain
One
has
second.
zero luck in PKs. So
True,
this
true,
goes to
but
PKs, I can see.
Remember this: the underdog story always ends in the quarterfinals. Morocco is a fluke in the last World Cup because the Ronaldo hype. That's why that's different. But the underdog story always
What about
ends in the
Greece?
quarterfinals.
What about
True,
Greece? When they
Greece
won?
is- win it.
That's an anomaly. That's an
Right,
anomaly.
that's like 20
Oh,
fucking years
come on.
ago, but like yeah.
The underdog story always ends in the quarterfinals. Remember Costa Rica in the 2014 World Cup, Panama in the 2010 World Cup. Who was it in 2018? I think it was Costa Rica again. But always these like little, underdog teams that they always
you
give
could
that.
say Croatia a little bit in 2018, just considering the hype around the
Yeah,
other
you can
teams
even
who
say
made it
Morocco in the
semi.
last World Cup as well.
Yeah.
Always these teams they get that one big win. Everyone's like, "Oh, watch out for them," blah blah blah. Then they get humbled. That's
Yeah.
just the
True.
Yeah.
There's outliers, but I agree with that. I think at,
plus
at,
the
at that
Yamal,
level,
he's gonna be the best young player in the tournament, so they're gonna win this game. Yeah.
yeah, we'll see, man. If Morata's not firing though, and like I said, if either Mitrovic or Vlahovic gets that opening goal, we'll see what happens. Portugal versus the Dutch.
This is
Portugal.
a game I'd love to see.
I'd love to see this game.
Yeah, me too. Everybody's
I
gonna
think
go
it's
to
Portugal though.
Yeah.
Portugal,
sadly.
yeah, but
It should be. It should be. If the Netherlands pull off this
Mhm.
upset, Ronaldo's his international career is just tanking as he goes out. Like it's
his career in
It's
general,
laughable,
he's won a trophy since 2020.
it's just wild. Like and again, he won't. And in my opinion, he won't be the star of the show anymore with Portugal. But I mean, like with
Will
him,
he
you
start?
expect. I don't know if he'll start.
No.
He'll start. He'll start.
think so?
I don't know. He
start.
might. I mean, again, it's. I just don't
But
know
I
if
think
Martinez is going
start-
to like build a team around him
he'll-
like every other
he'll-
manager has.
He'll start matchup based though. I think. I think
he'll
He
get
should
yeah
just-
he'll get a start or two in the group stages, but in the knockouts, I think
You can't
Martinez is
go
going
with
to
him.
go with his best
Yeah.
11.
But you got if
Yeah.
I'm Roberto Martinez, you got to keep it consistent. Because what happened with the reason why I think Portugal got knocked out last World Cup is Fernando Santos made a whole freaking thing about starting
he
Ronaldo or
was.
not.
Yeah.
Remember, he started the first 2 games. Then he dropped them for the round 16. They won 5-0. Everyone the next game is like, "Oh, don't start Ronaldo. He's finished."
Gonzalo
They don't
Ramos
start
scored a
him and-
hat
and
trick.
then
Yeah,
they
the
lose.
Gonzalo hype. The Gonzalo hype. Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
but that was all matchup based. Now you're going up against a low block Morocco squad that
I'm saying
you needed
I'm saying that
Roberto
Roberto
Ronaldo for
Martinez
set
has-
pieces.
But I'm
So-
saying that
But this is Roberto Martinez now, so I think Roberto Martinez is 10 times smarter than
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He has to keep the narrative.
I mean, he was also managing Belgium, so just
Yeah, that's a good point.
just throwing that shit out there. But yeah, I had to move on. I think Netherlands a good team. I think this will just be one where on paper, the better team wins, and the better team on paper is Portugal. Netherlands have more than a few holes, and now especially with the likes of De Jong kind of not being able to compete. All right, Belgium, France, Belgium.
The
It's
France.
been real.
France.
GG's, brother.
Yes,
Yeah,
France.
no more Belgium hype, I guess, from Max's perspective. England, Croatia, revenge game.
No shot.
I don't think Croatia can beat England.
No shot.
I feel like
this year.
I feel like Serbia.
Not this time. They did last
Not
time.
this time around. Yeah.
I feel like the Austria will give England a little bit more difficulty than Croatia. This time
I don't
around.
know, man.
I don't know.
I think teams are sleeping on Croatia because of the names they have on paper, but I feel like they're a tournament team. They are built.
They're
for these
passionate as
competitions,
fuck.
bro.
Yeah. That's
Jose,
Yeah.
are you saying Croatia, Jose?
No, I'm
No.
saying England.
England, dude.
I like Croatia. They were again a team that I thought could even top the group depending on how Spain performs. But I just think you have to back like the most talented England squad in history to go on and at least get to the semifinals.
You
At
gotta
least.
get to the
I've
semifinals.
seen a better English squad lose to a worse team.
Name what team was better?
Their golden generation back in like 04, 05, 06. when
The
they had, like-
Lampard, Gerrard, and Beckham era?
I think that starting lineup is better. I think this England squad, their depth is way better in terms of personnel, what they can bring to it. I think that starting lineup from the mid 2000s was
Yeah, I
better.
guess that's fair.
Bro,
Like that
weren't
was
they
6
starting
World
like
Cup.
Joe Cole and shit? I mean, nothing against Joe Cole, but like
Joe Cole was
I don't-
all right. Joe Cole's like,
Scored that banger
yeah,
against
but he's not fucking Palmer.
but he was,
Foden.
but he wasn't like he was like kind of a squad. He's kind of like their Anthony Gordon to compare to this.
He
squad.
was,
He just,
yeah.
he
Yeah,
just started
that's what I'm
games. Due,
saying.
he started games due to injuries, but.
Mhm.
Hear me out here. I'm not backing Croatia, but I'm just saying that this is the perfect game for me to see England get eliminated. Croatia again, they crumble
happened.
again. The Southgate narrative, the England players balling it again. They go and they have a fun time in training, then they can't perform at the highest level. This for me is, I think, the game where
It's
we
happened,
could
bro.
see the end of them. But
Yeah.
I think their time to get eliminated will be against a better team because I think they have improved a little bit in that sense instead of getting knocked out, to these random semi-decent teams that can cause damage. I think now they're at a point now where they need to face a good side to get eliminated. So
Nah, bro. Joshua Gvardio's pocketing Harry Kane, bro. I'm gonna back Croatia. We'll take England.
show.
Yeah, it's not a crazy show. It's not. I think he's going to be
okay.
the standout player. Obviously, I'm just wondering how much leadership we get from some of the veterans on that team. It's kind of crazy that they're going to be relying upon guys like Modric and even Perisic, who has a great international career.
Is
in
he
his
back
own
from
right.
his injury? Perhaps that's where he did his ACL, didn't he?
No, he's back. I'm pretty sure.
Let
I
me
think I saw him in the list. But we'll see. Again, aging superstars is never something you want to rely upon.
Yeah, he's back. He's back.
But England's got a better team. They should move on. Okay, Final Four.
I really don't see Spain or Portugal making this far. How the hell did they get here?
Our picks, bro. Our picks. That's how they got here. But by the way, this would be a fire Final Four. Like it really would be
Yeah, it
best
would
of the best, in my opinion, to an extent.
Yeah, I would love Portugal to lose in the final. You know how great that would be.
Oh my
Of course
God.
you would.
If we see a France-Portugal final again,
I put a bet in for it was at plus 4,400 for Portugal to beat France in the final.
You put that? How much you place on that?
$25.
That's not bad.
Not bad.
That's not bad.
Mhm.
Portugal winning the tournament wouldn't be a crazy shout. What'd you say the odds were again? 4,400?
4,400.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a crazy shout, bro. I mean, honestly
Portugal are plus 650 to win the whole thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I could see Portugal winning this game against Spain.
I think the only reason why Portugal make it this far is their route because they're on the easier side of the bracket. I don't think they get a team that finishes in the top of their group until the semifinals.
Yeah. And
So
at this point, if Spain gets here, I just don't know if some of these young players are going to be relying upon. Morata's going to be the one veteran up top that's going to be trying to score goals. I think you really have two youngsters out in the wings. Pedri will be probably right behind them. The defense is, I don't know, against that attack that Portugal has, keeping up with the pace that they have. It's gonna be interesting, a little bit difficult. Pau Torres should start that game. It should not be Aymeric Laporte, in my opinion. I think Lenormand and Pau Torres should be the ones who start in that game, in my opinion. Two left-footed center backs doesn't sound right, but that's who I would back. I think Laporte's slow as fucking molasses.
He's slow as fuck.
He's slow as shit. So I don't know. So we back in Portugal then?
They were looking at Portugal-France final.
Portugal's phone.
So you don't back England take down Mbappe and the crew?
No.
No, yeah. If England played France, it's over, dude.
Really? You think so?
Yeah.
You would I would hate
no Phil Walter Foden masterclass?
I would hate an England Portugal final.
You would hate it?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I don't want either team to win it.
Honestly, an England-Spain final would bang. It would absolutely bang.
Oh, imagine Spain winning that. Oh, I'd
it
love
would
that.
Absolutely bang.
And I think I deserve.
So. Yeah, I don't see it happening, but
Portugal, France,
Spain, and France.
Who did Spain beat in the semis to get here?
We had Spain beating
Serbia.
Yeah,
Serbia.
So it should have been Germany if the favorites go through.
And I have Spain beating Germany too.
And that's why a lot of people have Germany as semifinals. I think Spain beat Germany if they do face.
I think so too.
I think so too.
France. So it is not coming home this year. What we're saying.
It's going to Paris. That's where it's going.
Going to Paris. All right.
Sorry,
and then
we're gonna get that new tune. We're gonna get that new tune as well.
Bro, if Portugal does it again,
no,
it's gonna be wild.
Wait, wait. Before we
absolute scenes in Lisbon.
Before official predictions, let me check if Eder was called up to the squad or not.
Dude, get the fuck out of here, dude. I think you're retired.
No Eder. All right, we're good.
Oh my god, the one player. Yeah, that's it. All right. You don't think?
It's all right. This time will be Ronaldo off the bench.
Yeah?
Imagine Ronaldo comes off the bench to
hurt.
score the game winner and Portugal win.
Mm-hmm.
The absolute scenes, bro. Absolute.
Hoffman would hate his life, dude.
Yeah, bro.
I wouldn't hate my life. I got a cup of
No, yes, he would.
Now
yes,
Messi has to win Copa America.
No, wait. Hoffman would hate his life if Portugal win and then Messi loses the Copa America.
That would be fucking fun.
That'd be a rough week. I'm not gonna lie.
I'll be honest, boys. That'd be a rough summer.
And then Mbappe in August.
You know what's
introduction in August. Mbappe would literally hate his summer.
But what's to also remember is that if England win this Euros, that's Bellingham guaranteed for Ballon d'Or, and if France win it, Mbappe with the Real Madrid PR might make a little remontada.
Well, what if Brazil wins Copa?
Okay, yeah, Brazil with Copa.
I'll be honest, bro. We'll talk about that maybe another day. I don't have Brazil winning it, but we'll see what happens. I don't know, bro. Since 2019, they've looked shaky to me. All right, so we're back in Le Bleu. Is that it?
I mean, if they don't, I think if they don't win it, it's a shock. So whether I think if England win it, it's a shock. Portugal, Spain, Serbia, Germany, whoever it is. If it's not France, I'll be shocked because the last World Cup, Argentina kind of went in as the favorites alongside France. Argentina won it. The last Euros, everyone kind of thought it would be either England, Spain, or then Italy kind of gave us that bit of a shock.
Hoffman's takes have literally gotten colder as the show has gone on. like they were like super spicy, and now they're like just the most predictable things ever.
Whoa, I've been all right this show. Come on now.
He's like, for once, I didn't say anything that's gonna get me killed after the show. Like,
yeah, I gotta keep it. I can't just be outrageous, or so I'm not gonna have the sick ball knowledge. You gotta keep it balanced.
All right.
Just say everything outrageous. Everyone's gonna be like, I'm gonna get something wrong. So that's what you gotta pick your battles.
All right.
So Germany, I'll see you. I'll see you in the group stages.
Yeah, that's gonna be wild, bro.
Watch if they drop points against Scotland in that open group, you will not hear the end of it in the group chat. I'll tell you that
how
right
about
now.
This? If they clean sweep 9 points all the way through, can we come back to you and be like receipts?
If they pass the quarterfinals, if they pass the round 16, I will hold the L, and you guys can
all right, fair enough.
Give it to me. Give me the pelters. I just think that they ain't making it that far.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, bro, that is it. We are backing France to to take the tournament, and we'll see how it all nets out, man. We'll see how it all nets out. Before we wrap, though, I'll stop sharing my screen now. Really quick, bro. Player of the tournament.
Bruno.
It's outrageous. It's outrageous. I've seen a few people predict Bruno, but if we're predicting France to win it,
Mbappe.
they gotta go with the turtle, you know, and it's just the,
The Ninja Turtle.
it's just the
Donatello.
reality.
Yeah, probably Mbappe.
Okay, how about this? Let's all give it like an underrated shout. Besides,
I'm
I think
going to
Bruno's
say
kind of an
my
underrated
golden
shout.
boot winner, if you don't mind. I think it's going to be Harry Kane.
Harry Kane, yeah.
Harry
I
Kane
think
for me.
the combination of PKs and just like the volume of chances that he'll
That's
get.
not
with England.
outrageous.
And how much they've
I
lost.
think he'll be
I,
there.
I feel like he's hungry this year. I don't know, maybe going to Germany.
He's also
especially
one of the
not
most
winning it.
he's probably the most
title
informed
there.
striker in all of Europe. I mean, like
I
you
know,
just
dude.
you have to back
He
him.
could be
bro.
a fucking tank this
Yeah.
tournament, yeah.
It's be crazy, bro. And by the way, who would take? It would be him. It would be Harry Kane. It wouldn't be anybody else taking PKs.
No, it'd be him. There's no way Cole
it
Palmer
wouldn't be
is like,
Jude or
step aside,
Saka or
bitch.
anybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? If Harry Kane misses the one, Cole Palmer might be in for
I
the
could see
shout
that.
for the
Taking
win.
over,
Honestly,
yeah.
I want to see
Yeah.
Harry Kane punch Cole Palmer if he ever comes up to try to take the ball off him for a penalty kick, bro. Imagine he tried that bullshit he tried with Chelsea. Like, nah,
Chelsea?
ain't no
No,
way,
fuck
bro.
no.
Get the fuck back. You're way
Yeah.
down the totem pole, brother.
Yeah.
Best young player, Lamine Yamal. You already hear first.
Best young
Kobe
player,
Bryant.
Lamine Yamal.
Kobe Manu. Kobe Manu.
If he starts for
Ooh.
England,
If he
if
starts.
he starts,
I'm pretty sure he's starting.
It's probably gonna be. Yeah, it should be him.
no, is it not gonna be like Bellingham and Rice and then
No, I think it's gonna be Manu.
Palmer,
Rice,
no way he
Saka.
starts.
I think it's Manu, Rice, Jude, Kane, Foden, and
Palmer.
Saka or Palmer.
Yeah, I think it'll be
There's
Saka
no-
to start, but if for whatever reason,
I think they're gonna put Palmer on the left, Saka on the right,
Back on the right.
Bellingham in the 10.
Yep.
Kane
Rice
up
and
front.
Bellingham.
Saka.
You
Oh
think
no,
Rice and
sorry.
Bellingham is the two
Saka
interiors?
right, Foden down the middle, Palmer left, Harry Kane up
And then
front, and Declan Rice.
Jude
in
and
net.
Rice.
Yeah, actually, yeah, it could be that too.
That's why I don't see if Manu is like a guaranteed starter, and England make it as far as they do, then
That's
he
a
can
fair
definitely be in contention. But I don't see him being as a starter unless it's going to be an injury or something.
Yeah. What's the qualification age for young player of the tournament? Just last thing before
Was
we
it
go.
21?
Under 21, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But look at how Enzo won it for the World Cup. He didn't start the first 2 games, and Scaloni made the
Scored against
change.
Mexico.
Then he
Mhm.
he went through. So same thing could happen with England. Maybe Bellingham, Rice, and Foden midfield 3 doesn't work. Then he puts in Manu. Then he goes on a run. So
I'm gonna
Not
go with
really
an
sure.
outlier pick outside of Lamine Yamal. I love that pick. Obviously, as a Barca fan, I'm gonna actually say Joao Neves from Portugal.
what did he even start?
He's been starting lately.
Yeah, he starts.
Yeah, he's been
Does he start?
starting.
Okay, if he
yeah.
starts. Then
The last few
fair
friendlies,
enough.
he's been starting all of
Last
them.
2. Mhm.
I don't know if that's indicative of if they just want to see more from him before deciding what the lineup will look like, but I feel like he will start. And I think, man, he's
He gets stat pad in that group as well.
yeah. I'm
From
not
many
all
Malcans.
I'm not all in on Neves. I know there's a lot of teams going to be bidding for him, after the summer. But like I don't know what to expect from him. Benfica players are hit or miss so far, in my opinion. But I don't know. We'll see. But I feel like he could get a lot of hype and be one of the most sought after prospects after the Euros are over. So, but yeah, all right. I think that's it, man. We don't have anything else for predictions. We have France and Mbappe taking this home. I feel like this guy's fucking international trophy cabinet's unreal. But we'll see how it happens, man. Portugal may have something to say about it. Spain may have something to say about it. Germany may have something to say about it. Not England at all. I don't back England to win this at all whatsoever. So anyway, guys, that's it. Those are our predictions for the European Championships. If you haven't done so already, like the video down below, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned. If you're brand new to this channel, stay tuned. We got a lot more international footy predictions coming, a lot of watch-alongs for both the European Championships and the Copa America coming to this channel. We're going to be doing fantasy picks, betting picks as part of our pregame, going into the actual game, reacting to all of it. It's going to be a blast, man. I can't wait for it. From everybody here at Goals TV, my name's Jose. That's Hafid. That's Max. That's Andre. We'll catch you guys next time.